Hi, I'm Arthur Dirksen, the founder of bestzapper.com, and I want to tell you about a hero of mine who saved my life. Her name is Dr. Hulda Clark, and she gave herself to research to help people with cancer and other incurable diseases, working from a very different basis than many, and came up with results that have been astounding. And I want to tell you why I really got to trust her. To understand the heart and passion of this little lady from Saskatchewan, she was actually born in Rossthern, Saskatchewan, Canada, on the frozen prairies, and had a very independent spirit, was very resourceful as a young person, and carved a path in research. And she came up with this quote. She says, "From time immemorial, healthy people have held sick people hostage. I believe hostage holding of the sick is immoral, fundamentally unethical, and needs to be stopped." When I read that in her book, when I had cancer back in 1994, that got my attention right there. I read the book, put it into practice, and she saved my life. In 3 months, a cancer was gone and never has come back. So I want to tell you about her background. She went to school in the University of Saskatchewan, then to McGill University and the University of Minnesota, where she got her PhD in human biophysics and cell physiology. Followed that with 10 years of research in Indiana, working for the US government, basically researching the inner workings of cell physiology and how the communication channels worked, and so she was a pioneer in that area. She got into this research, though, after her own life was spared by a naturopathic treatment. She had herpes that went from her eyes to her brain, and her medical friends said goodbye because there was no cure for a virus in the brain. Her life was spared by Dr. Schaefer's little bubble shot. After her life was spared by that bubble shot, she gave herself to researching natural approaches and actually got a doctor of naturopathy and perfected the bubble shot. It's now called the LG. It actually works better orally than even as a shot, and you can see the recipe for that on our website at bestzapper.com. But I want you to know that this lady was humble. One of the most brilliant people I've ever met, and yet in person, very humble and self-effacing. If you ask her a question and she didn't know the answer, she'd just look at you and her eyes would twinkle. She'd say, "Well, why don't you find out, Arthur?" You know, it doesn't matter to her that she didn't know all the answers, but she was always open to follow the truth wherever it led. And it has changed the lives of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people around the world. And I would encourage you, if this is your first exposure to Hulda Clark, go after it. Check out, read her books, watch the videos on our website. She is a trustworthy guide. She would practice what she preached. We've been in her home numbers of times, and she lived what she taught. And so check it out. She's the real deal. And I think you'll fall in love with her as we have. I'm Arthur Dirksen. Thanks for watching. God bless you.